look down here real quick at the yellow boxes. So right now your average commission sounds like 3%. That sounds like a pretty fair number.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm focusing on the off-market stuff, it'd probably be around 5. But I mean, for sake of
Yeah, just trying to be conservative. And it sounds like you
yeah.
have like one deal right now that's about to close for 3%. We can keep 3% average. If that deal's for 1.3, why don't we try to change this to about $1 million? We can obviously change this as you start closing deals. What's your company split right now?
Right now, as of the current date I'm at, 75-25.
What's your personal monthly expenses at home?
About 25 a month.
$2,500. Okay, great. And then how much cash would you like to have in your checking account added to your checking account? So from wherever you're at now, you don't have to disclose that, but just whatever number you have now, how much more would you like to have in your checking account at the end of next year?
Keep the 100,000. I mean,
okay, great. An extra 100 grand. Okay, cool. So what this will do here is to calculate. It's saying based on all of these numbers that we just plugged in, you'd have. It's saying that your goal should be $205,000 for next year. You have to close 7 deals at $1 million at your current compensation structure. So this tells you exactly what you need to break down. And then it'll even say here, roughly on a quarterly basis, it's estimating, based on my estimates, you need to be doing roughly 17,000 calls a quarter, which means per 90 days, call it about 5,700 calls a month. If you do, backwards math, you take 5,700 divided by 20 working days, it's roughly 285 calls times a 10% ratio. You need to do 28 conversations a day, 2 to 3 leads a day. Offers written, this is saying that because this is only, the reason why this is skewed here is saying every month you need to write up about 17 offers a month. The reason why this is skewed is because of your deal size, right? Because if your deal size was $4 million, you'd only have to write 4 offers a month, right? So because your deal size is only $1 million, it's saying like obviously to make sure that we close on 200 grand worth of deals, because we look at it like of the 17 deals, I'm saying I'm estimating basically roughly 10% of all deals. Now, obviously as time goes on, you can structure this and make different adjustments and start saying like, okay, well your conversion ratio isn't 10%, it's 20%. You can start making adjustments. Because what'll happen here is that this is just giving you rough estimates of what you'll have to do in order to achieve results. And it's very conservative. It's saying you should roughly be prospecting somewhere between 3 and 7 hours a day at the very beginning of your career here. That makes sense. And then what you'll do is that every single week on this other weekly tracker, you're just going to plug in your name here and you're going to fill in this information, which is similar to the dashboard. And you're just going to plug in how many calls you're making every day, how many conversations. It'll total everything down here. And then you just put the totals here, right, in your actuals. So then you can be like, oh, okay, for the month of January, I had, let's just say 5,800. My actuals for conversations was 410. My actuals for leads was like 38. Anyways, you can just start totaling all this. And then it'll break down for you as time goes on to see how on track or off track of your goal you are. Cool. So all you really have to do is just follow the process here, right? So, and just keep in mind the cool thing with commercials that like monthly, obviously we all like to get paid. Like I'm excited to one day maybe get paid every day, but honestly, like I still look at my business even to this day by quarters because deals get pushed all the time. So it's like, if I look at any one month, I can be like, oh, I'm the greatest thing in the world, or I can say I suck, right? Like, even to this day, we're like, you can have a bad month or a spectacular month and it's just because deals get pushed. So we average quarters. I would say like, okay, your goal should be roughly $1.7 million in deals at 3% commission per quarter. That's it. And if you just follow that process, 1.7 at 3%, you're going to be making your 205K minus taxes and minus your personal expenses. You'll add an extra 100 grand in your pocket at the end of the year.